What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Game Changers Podcast. It's your boy, Known G. We're in here with a full house this afternoon, man. We about to be getting into the Game 6 of the Spurs and T-Wolves, and a lot of mixed reactions. Ant-Man going into the Spurs huddle and already congratulating them with 8 minutes left in the fourth. A lot of people feel certain ways about that, man. But what's going on, fellas?
Yo.
What's up with it?
So,
Yes,
y'all
sir.
just give y'all opinions, man, about what y'all felt Ant doing that was basically, I know they was getting blown out or whatever, but
8 minutes left.
even the announcer said they've never seen anybody do what Ant did with that much time left, even in the blowout.
This is not something that you would often see at the 8:01 mark of the fourth quarter of a closeout game, but Anthony Edwards, knowing that Chris Finch is going to empty the bench, made his way to the San Antonio bench and dapped up players, coaches, one by one.
I want to know all I want to know is I want to hear Udonis Haslem comment on that in the postgame show.
Yeah.
I would much rather see him wait till the end of the game.
Hey, that's real funny that he mentioned, that was Stan Van Gundy. That's real funny that he mentioned that he wants to hear Udonis Haslem, which we know Udonis Haslem, an old school type of NBA player. He ain't with all that fuck shit. So Udonis Haslem did comment on it, and he said, as a leader, I would not have walked down there and shook their hand. I will not show that weakness. And that's what Udonis Haslem had to say about it. What y'all think?
Yeah, he right. I mean, what we doing, bro? Like, yeah, y'all getting blown out and everything, but once again, even the announcer said we ain't never seen anybody do this. This is not normal to see a player go into a huddle, dap up all the players. You losing real bad, but come on, man, fight to the end, and when it strikes zero, if you feel like you need to do that, go ahead and shake their hands up. But wait till the game to end, man. That's just my opinion.
Man, I'm going to say it like this, man. Ant-Man, you are no longer Michael Jordan's son.
Man.
Michael
MJ would have
Jordan's
never
son.
pulled no goofy shit like this.
Man, it's Michael Jordan's son. Well, my opinion is, honestly, there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? It is, at the end of the game, that's the whole point of everybody coming to the middle of the court, shaking hands. You've been doing that shit since high school, junior high. Everybody comes at the end of the game, you come to shake hands. You know what I'm saying? It's still 8 minutes. Yeah, the game may be over. It's just an unclassy move. You know what I'm saying? It's just one classy, one ethical. I don't even think he was thinking. I just think he was highly disappointed, and he really was just ready to get the fuck up out of there. That's what I think.
Man, I ain't copping please for no nigga. That nigga will take. You watch that nigga voluntarily walk over there. Goddamn it. Then did one by one to everybody. One by one. He ain't just do a one big wave to everybody. That nigga went one by one. Man, that nigga was copping please. I feel like, man, you don't cop no please.
Udonis Haslem said he ain't showing that type of weakness. Do you look at that as weakness? Is that weakness got like in the press conference? He said he just giving these guys the props that they deserve. That's what he said in the press conference.
Nah, I mean, okay, that's cool, but let's be real. How many times Bron walked to the back? He did it in the Orlando series. I forget which year it was. He rocked right to the back. Multiple players have walked to the back after they lose, and yeah, people might look at it like that's unsportsmanlike, but look, I care about the game enough, and I care about my team losing enough where F y'all. I don't care. I'm going to the back. I'm pissed. I'm too competitive. I'm not about to just let y'all think every time you play me now, you can just beat me. Because that's what that comes off like. 8 minutes left. I don't care how much you're losing by. You go over there and you shake your opponent's hand. They feel like, oh, man, Ant's soft. We could do him anyway now. Every time we play him, if we meet him in the playoffs, he don't got that heart. He ain't got that it factor. That's what that's coming off to me like. But I could be wrong.
Man, I'm going to say it like this. With Anthony ever doing what he just did, the Spurs has officially taken the heart out of Anthony Edwards. That's that point blank field. He bowed his head down before the fight was over. That's just real talk. Like the commentator said, you got 8 minutes left on the clock. You got a whole lot of time. He basically threw his foul way before. So to be honest with you, I hate to say it, look like to me, the way he went about it, he wanted to throw the towel in the third quarter. He really wanted to get up out of there a long time ago, really. And like I said, also had one of them downgrade, B-grade players went did that. Oh, he would have cussed him out of the locker room.
Imagine Kobe doing that.
Man, it'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Imagine Kobe doing that.
It'll never happen.
You wouldn't even look at Kobe the same ever again. Kobe, the
I
Black
agree.
Mamba,
Kobe would
all
never
that.
do that. I agree. But to be real, nobody's ever done that. That's the thing. It ain't like that. Like, oh, a couple guys have done this before. Nah, bro. Nobody did this with 8 minutes left in no damn game. That don't make no sense.
That's why I say. That is why I say they took the heart out of Anthony Edwards. They literally took the heart out of Anthony Edwards.
But let's look at history, because there have been players who left the bench before the game ended, right? But guess what they do? And you even hear him in the press conference like, oh yeah, I just talked to him backstage, or I just, he came to the locker room and spoke and gave, you know what I'm saying? Niggas go to the opposing locker room and give a nigga they flowers and tell them, hey, good luck on the next round or whatever. But not during the fucking game. 8 minutes left in the game, bro. To me, that comes off as selfish, actually, trying to cause attention to yourself. To me, and we know he got a big personality, and he say he acts himself. You know what I'm saying? He do shit that I wouldn't do. I also saw one of the memes though that talked about how how Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle didn't help at all. He said they had 3 points between them, and Ant has 4 kids. So his kids outnumber these guys on how much help they gave in Game 6.
Yeah, I mean, Gobert supposed to be the big defensive bully, one defensive player so many times. Julius Randle came over from New York, trying to be that help, trying to be that piece that might help Ant out a little bit offensively. But I feel like what's your boy who stepped up more in that role, especially in the first round? What's your boy name who came at the whole Denver roster? McDaniels. I feel like McDaniels was more of a bigger piece than Julius Randle. So yeah, those guys, I don't know, man. So Minnesota's gonna have to go back to the drawing board this offseason and see what they can do to help Ant out, man, because what they got around them is not going to just get them to a Western Conference championship, let alone to an NBA title.
Man, I'm going to say this. Julius Randle been doing good. I can't believe Julius Randle went out like that. I'm just going to put that out there. I cannot believe Julius Randle went out like that. Julius Randle had been showing hard.
Right now, it sounds like you really disappointed in the whole team.
I am disappointed.
Because, I mean, yeah, 2 things can be true, but we really have to, really think about all of it. If these 2 motherfuckers on my team don't got 4 points together, and I'm out this bitch with a bum leg, don't forget the man hyperextending his leg, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he hyperextended, he out here giving his fucking all, and you 2 big sorry motherfuckers out here can't score fucking 4 points.
Hey, let's remember that Rudy Gobert, they gave up 5 draft picks, 4, 5 draft picks for his ass, and he got a $50 million on the book.
We gotta think about all this shit. All of this plays a part in Ant saying, man, fuck this shit, I'm leaving at 8 minutes. Like, we can't,
okay, now when you put it like that,
we can't kill him for leaving at 8 minutes. Sorry, motherfuckers. Yeah, we all knew that game was over with at halftime. That game was over with at halftime.
Yeah.
So he gave them the third quarter. Like, y'all, we put up a fight in the third and y'all still ain't giving me shit? Man, fuck y'all. Fuck this. I'm gone. That could have played a part in Ant leaving at 8 minutes.
I mean, let's remember, just last round, motherfuckers had crowned Rudy. Rudy shut down Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
These guys was looking like they was on their way to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? But of course, Ant got hurt, and we all knew it was over with when Ant got hurt. But at the same time, I'm with you. These two big motherfuckers. And then Randall, bruh, you be talking shit like you the man, but you know what I'm saying? And you are good. Don't get me wrong. But Rudy, you can't even catch the goddamn ball. Go ahead.
Let's not forget the stare down that Randall gave Wemby in the season, looking him up and down like, you think you like that just because you 7'6" or whatever. You think you like that. And then, it come playoff time for him to really, prove, punking Wemby or something, to actually put that on the table. He ain't do it. He ain't come nowhere close to it.
Yeah, true. And that's my outtake and outlook on this. And that's my outlook on this also. Like everything that y'all just said, that's what I'm looking at from the whole thing. Like the reason why he did go over there and shake that hand early. Now I'm not saying I would have done it, but like you said, he really didn't have to play with the hyperextended leg. He came back just to play, so we can't really crucify him for even putting his whole career thing on the line, though. You know what I mean? He fought hard, and like Trey said, halftime we knew it was over. So third quarter, hey, I'm still giving you all I can. We cannot chip this lead. These boys are steady going, and even before the series started, though, that's what the Minnesota mentality was. We're gonna beat them up. We're gonna intimidate them. They didn't expect them boys to reverse the whole table and beat them up on defense and offensively. And Randall and Rudy, we really can't expect much out of neither one of them. We know one is the only defensive player, and the other one, Randall, is wild. He's looking for calls and not getting them, so that's going to hurt them regardless. But like you said, they got to go back to the drawing board, get that man a better team. They need shooters. Keep Rudy, but they need a better shooter. So that's my take on it.
Ant straight up throw Rudy and Randall under the bus during the press conference. He didn't call them out by name, but he was saying what they did wrong and what they can do better. And he was saying how, they asked him what could they do? He was like, that don't sound like a question for me. So basically he insinuated that, shit, get these niggas up out of here. Give me something I can work with.
I mean, they done been to the West Coast Finals the last, 3-4 years. Like, I think they done reached their peak. And this wasn't even their peak. I think last year was their peak. If they had a chance to do anything, last year was the chance. But yeah, like I think Ant don't got enough help, and Julius Randle is not a second. Julius Randle is more like a third option. Ant need a second option.
I think that's a fact. But beginning of this series, I said no. You tell me if you remember me saying the matchup gonna be one between Stephon Castle and McDaniel. And McDaniel, in this game right here, McDaniel had 13 points. McDaniel was turning that corner when Ant was out. He was showing more of his offensive game or whatnot. But Stephon Castle straight cooked the first quarter. That boy came out straight. He wasn't playing. And his jump shot was falling. So go ahead.
Yeah. And it just comes down to the better team and more pieces. Spurs just got more pieces. They got a better starting five and they got a better bench. And that's why they about to go see OKC in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, it's that simple. You got to have a nice starting five, but you got to have a bench that can come in and if they can go on a run, they could possibly go on a run. So I think the Spurs, they just all around better team, and Ant just needs that help. He didn't get it, and that's why he gave up the way he gave up. I don't agree with it, but that's pretty much why he was out of there, because he felt like he didn't have enough help, and he was hurt. He playing hurt, so he probably just felt defeated to the point to where he couldn't do anything, and he did what he did. But still, once again, I don't agree with it.
Yeah. This is not something that you would often see at the 8:01 mark of the fourth quarter of a closeout game. But Anthony Edwards, knowing that Chris Finch is going to empty the bench, made his way to the San Antonio bench and dapped up players, coaches, one by one.
I want to know what, all I want to know is I want to hear Udonis Haslem comment on that in the postgame show.
Yeah.
I would much rather
Yeah, I think we all should clarify because we all trying to, find out why Ant doing this and that. We all clarify we do not agree with what Ant did.
Yeah.
We ain't agreeing with it.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with it. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with what he did at all. No.
Well, the Hall of Famers coming out and speaking against it, of course, it's the day after. And like you said, man, when you in a competition like that, he's emotional and he's still young, and he probably wasn't thinking just in the big scheme of things, of course, but somebody got to tell him better than that. Somebody on that bench. You got former players and former. Go ahead.
Let's look at it from this point. We all knew. Let's be realistic. We all watched the regular season. We all knew who was going to the conference final. It was gonna be OKC versus Spurs, no matter what. We that was already solidified from the beginning. To be honest, let's just be realistic about this. That was already solidified.
Now, talking about it right here.
Now let's go ahead and get Captain his prop. Let's go ahead and get Captain his prop. What Captain did in that closeout game was outstanding. My hat goes off to Captain. My hat goes off to women for the game prior to that. The women was outstanding also. So we ain't gonna take nothing away from Ant-Man. Ant-Man went out there injured, and he outdid himself, even while being injured. Let's be honest, Ant-Man outdid himself out there.
Hey, I gotta say something. Hold on, bro. You just crucified that man.
No, I didn't.
You crucified him.
No, I didn't. We speaking on the incident he did, that he allowed a team to take the heart out of him. One thing about a warrior go off the battlefield with heart no matter what. He let them take the heart out of him, yes. And that's what we're referring to. But we're not going to knock what he's done in this series against the Spurs. He have stood on business against the Spurs. But like you just said, the Spurs had a better team and they had a better outcast coming off the bench. Because that boy Dylan Harper, he did an outstanding job also.
Yeah.
So
that was the X factor. Dylan Harper was the X factor.
Yeah, I agree.
So
they've got a style that makes you smile. It's fun to watch play basketball. San Antonio on the way to a 3-2 lead.
So all else failed, it basically would have came down to personnel, and we all knew the Spurs had a better personnel, a better support cast for women than the Timberwolves had for Anthony Edwards. But to have 3 points is my second option, you realize they're basically looking like Jalen Duran, man, for Cade Cunningham. Let's be honest.
So I think we was talking, boss man. We was talking about the Western Conference Finals since we got that set. What y'all? How do y'all think that's gonna end up happening? What y'all? How many games you think it's gonna go to, and who's gonna end up taking it? Is it gonna be the Spurs or is it gonna be OKC?
Yeah, but of course I'm going Spurs. I'm in San Antonio. I'm riding with Spurs, boy. Hey, the city lit right now. These folks ain't playing, man. Hey, but at the same time, OKC got the refs on their side, bro. If they let them play ball, shit, the Spurs have beat them 3 times this year.
Now, yeah.
And shit, it ain't like the Spurs are the only team that can match up with OKC, and we talked about it. We can talk about it right here every week. So the Western Conference Finals will be the NBA Finals in actuality because
whichever team win. Yes, sir, I agree with that. Whichever one of these teams win, that who finna win the final.
And I see Having Bell in the comments talking about orange and blue skies might win the championship. Boy, stop.
Orange and blue ain't going no farther than the Cavaliers.
Hey, and that's the kind of thing, man. You kind of wish the Spurs were like in the Eastern Conference in a way, like so we could see a real NBA championship, man. Because I'm not knocking New York or Cleveland or Detroit. But the best teams are in the West right now, man. It'd be nice to see this almost be the actual NBA championship. But I feel like the Knicks gonna come out the East, so they'll match up. They might win a game or two, but they not about to beat. They're not about to go crazy on anybody out the West.
Oh yeah, we got to tune in to this Western Conference Final because this is the best basketball you gonna get right here. This is what we've been waiting for all year, right here. Because I legitimately believe anybody who do win this game is going. I mean, this series is going to the East, like you said, and dominate. The East might get one game in the finals. Go ahead.
For all you sport bettors out there, just off the record, for all you sport bettors out there, go put your money on the Spurs or OKC to win the whole thing. Because that's what it's going to come down to.
But see, if the public sentiment go too far one way, they'll start pulling some bullshit, and you know it. You know how they do.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you see what happened last year. There was a great fight for the Indiana Pacers. But you think Shea gonna let the Indiana Pacers win just because Tyler Howard, that boy got hurt? He didn't. He didn't let them win just because he got hurt. So with that being said, no matter what the ref and what the NBA put out there, OKC or the Spurs finna win no matter what.
Yeah. And you know, what's it called? They want the NBA want Wemby and Shea to be their face.
Yep, they want women to win one. They want and that'll be outstanding. I'm gonna be honest. For women to get his first defensive award this year and win the NBA Finals and get final MVP all in the same year, you a bad man, boy.
And look, and I'll say this: you know, the NBA want Wemby to be their face along with Shea. Why? Because Wemby went elbowed, or what's called right in his face, and get spent in one game.
Yeah, hey, you know what crazy? That crazy you say that because if you remember,
Naz Reid.
If you remember, when Draymond did something dirty to LeBron them. They suspended Draymond for 2 games, and those 2 games were vital. Those 2 games were vital.
It's depending on his past history, bro. It's Wemby's first offense. So no, we did not, as basketball fans, we did not want to see this man sit out no damn game, bro. We ain't got time to be drawing out these series and shit when we already know what's gonna happen. We see who the best teams in the league are. You just said it. We see who the best teams in the league are. Even with the Knicks being the best team in the East, it's a total different level when you go into the West. So we already know what's gonna happen. So let's not even get bogged down with all these formalities. Let's get to what the fuck we here for. So let Wemby play. It's his first time. Give him a fine if you want to, I guess. But Wemby ain't like that, man. Them boys, he just, I don't know. I ain't gonna excuse him.
All I'm saying is you see the favoritism already. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all.
Well, you said it. He the poster boy. He gotta be. He the guy.
You know, NBA doing right. Keep your stars on the floor. Keep them on the floor. If he throw a bow, don't grab him because he might hit you with a bow. But keep him on the floor. This making NBA good again. And like you said, this series coming up, OKC versus the Spurs, and then how they had their rivalry through the regular season. This is gonna be even more clutch though. Check going up against Wemby again. How they made them out to be. How Kelsey and Shea gonna shape out. You know, I hope the referees call it how they've been calling it. Let them be physical, let them be rough, and then just play. So
because I feel like the NBA this series right here gonna make the NBA rating go sky high again because the rating last year for OKC and the Indiana Pacers in the final, man, the rating was very low for a finals game. The rating was very low. Nobody really wanted to see those 2 teams play each other. Because they say quote unquote it was boring. So the rating was very low. But this game right here,
OKC. If you're not from Oklahoma, do you want to see OKC?
But I'm just saying. Market. But we just saying.
If they're
this
good,
Spurs versus OKC, this Spurs versus OKC finna knock the rating through the roof, baby.
Yeah, I think the only knock OKC has is a good majority of NBA fans don't like the way Shea played the game and the foul call and the James Harden style moves to get to the line. That's the only knock that you're really hearing about OKC and Shea. Outside of that, I think he got a lot of the fans. He got most younger fans. They all like his game. They all like the way he played the game. And I think a lot of younger players and kids that are coming up, they formulate their game behind the way SGA plays. So I do think OKC has a fan base outside of OKC. It's just they don't like to stop. Some people, a good majority of people don't like the way they play the game. I'll say that.
I'm gonna say that though, cause they need to stop discrediting Shea too now. Because when they kept talking about it, all he do is go to the free throw line. The boy dropped 37 with a game-winning shot. Only had 4 free throws in the whole game. He got everything, got the mud. He don't even shoot 3. He had 4 threes that game. The rest of them straight from the midi work. Midi work. Only shot 4 free throws out of 37 points. Straight midi work. So it ain't like he can't get to it. It's just
he definitely can. We just want to see him do more of that and stop relying on the call from the refs. And by these memes that are online, we see that the NBA, fans are really thinking that there's something up with all these calls that these guys are getting, man. Because there definitely is something to it. Like Jaylen Brown said, we got eyes to see, man. And it's a little bit out of hand. So for this series, let them play, man. Let them play.
Well, why nobody talk about Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson go to the foul line a lot. Let's be honest, man. Jalen Brunson go to the foul line a lot. But due to the fact,
Socrates at, man, we need Mayor Socrates on here, man. He be defending Brunson, man. Where he at?
I'm just saying, let's be honest now. Ain't nobody else speak about Brunson. Brunson go to the free throw line a lot. Brunson go to the line a lot, bro. Brunson go to the line a lot, but nobody say nothing about Brunson going to the line now.
Hold on.
Well, I think it's just been bad officiating. Go ahead, Troy.
It just look different. If you look at Shea fouls, the way that he get his calls, people damn near barely touch, bro. Brunson, when you look at Brunson, will beat you with his first step, and he'll fucking pull up and let you run into the back of him. He'll do shit like that. Shea don't do that. It looked very different. Like Luka, the way Luka go to the free throw line, it's the same way Brunson go to the free throw line. People don't say nothing about Joel Embiid. People don't say nothing about these people because they floppers. Exactly what Jaylen Brown said. They are floppers. Shea, it just look different. Like it don't even look like people is touching him and he still get those fouls called.
But Shea so shifted though. If you remember D Wade was crafted to get to the hole. Shea just shifted, bro. You can't stop nobody that shifted. Only thing you can do is try to keep up with him. And by the time you get back close to him, he finna pull up real quick.
Yeah.
That's the reality of the game. You can't stop him.
I definitely have seen them clips what Trey talking about where he didn't get touched. He barely get touched and he embellishing the call or whatnot. Now with Brunson, you right, Brunson throwing the shoulder into you, he making the contact. Shea more so selling the call, bro.
So are we all in agreement? Are we all in agreement that
the way I see it, man, it's like this with me. It seems like whenever a team win a championship or get very good, they become the villain. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody hates them because of how the refs are calling the game or whatnot. But to me, I'm like, man, he's slithery. He might get up, but to me, all stars get them little floppy calls. At the end of the day, I don't like it at all. You trying to get contact to get the whistle. I don't like none of that. But you know what I'm saying? Just let them play and we'll see how it go. And I think Shea don't really need whistles though. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good game though. Kelsey and them got some good defense. Them other boys got, you know what I'm saying? The Spurs are deep on defense. They rough. They done been through the war already. And Shea and them the champions. So it's gonna be tough for them. But I think it's gonna be real good. Spurs get game 1.
I think it's gonna be real good because you got the returning NBA champion, and you got women coming on his first defensive accolade award, and that's to see him or Shea get a ring again. Shea gonna get MVP. Women gonna get defensive player of the year. So just to see one of them, which one finna top each other off. Is the defensive player of the year finna top off the most valuable player, or is the most valuable player finna top off the defensive player of the year? Because it's going to be very exciting to see. It's going to be very exciting. But this...
Both benches deep, too. 2 deep benches.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And as we stated a little earlier, Shout out to my the Jerry McClain kid that come from the 76ers. Man, that was a great pickup. That was a terrific pickup.
Yeah, Daryl Morey got his dumbass fired for the giving the best team in the league a damn lottery pick. That was stupid. And they went all in on Paul George, the 76ers did, but I guess whatever. But yeah, it'll be a good game. But I was gonna ask the question when we was on the conversation of the referees. Do we need just a robot referee now? We got AI, everything. Shit, they might as well just make the referees AI now, man. Fuck all that. We can get the right call. Shit.
Nah, we don't need that either, because they're gonna find a way to manipulate that shit even worse than human beings. So,
You don't want no referee, robot referee. Shay too shifty. He might spin by the robot. He might detect something. Tick, foul.
Well, who y'all got winning game one?
For game one, I got the Cavaliers beating the New York Knicks, and I got OKC winning. Man, oh my God, you know what? I'm just gonna stay away from no. Well, I'm gonna say OKC because they got the most rest right now. So based off the rest standpoint, let's just be honest, the New York Knicks and OKC gonna win the first game just because they got the most rest.
So you got the Cavs winning Game 7. So we didn't even go over the Cavs and.
Yes, sir.
I was just about to say we discounting the
That's what it
Pistons.
sound like.
You know the Pistons really built to beat the Knicks from last year. Remember the young Pistons got put out by the Knicks, but this year they was number 1 seed, and you just discounted them. You saying Cavaliers automatically win Game 7
because I had already stated that even in the regular season that the Detroit Pistons needed to add on some pieces that they did not try to go get, and due to the fact that they do not have a primary scorer outside of Cade Cunningham, that is a big problem. Cavaliers got way better players than Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons just got great defense, but once those boys get to shooting on the Cavaliers, you can't stop the old guy. You can't stop the old guy. And Cade Cunningham do not got enough help to come back and firepower on the Cavaliers.
Shout out Jimmy W in the comments. He said Cleveland not making these conference finals. Period.
Well, Chuck. Well, you got to look at it differently. Like, yeah, I agree with the Detroit Pistons part. Like, yeah, Cade do need help, but why is Detroit up? Detroit. I mean, the series tied, right? It's 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3.
Why?
Based off defense, though. Based off defense, I just said.
You said the Cavs had a better team. Why is the series 3-3?
Because Cade Cunningham. Because Cade Cunningham.
My point is that. And also, everybody's screaming this Knicks. I like the Knicks because they changed their offense. They did change their offense. They was talking about this old Knicks team with the old offense. I wouldn't like them. But the way that Detroit plays basketball, they grit, the way that they, it's how they play basketball, man. Everybody don't play defense. Yeah, everybody don't play defense. Every team don't play defense. And we screaming rest. Rest ain't always good. Why you think Minnesota took game 1?
Say that.
Rest is not always good, bro. So I mean, with OKC coming off this week-long, you know what I'm saying? Shit, the Spurs just got out of a game.
They hot. Last night.
They hot. So
So you think OKC ain't up? You think OKC ain't scrimmaging every day? You think Shea ain't in the lane?
But scrimmage is not like playing basketball on the court though. Like
yeah,
in front
of course.
Of these
I get that.
In a moment, you know, not saying it.
The most that they're
go ahead, Trey.
My bad. The most that they're doing is going to the gym and getting shots up. They ain't doing nothing like that. It's too. Look how Kevin Durant got hurt. Are we seriously talking about this? Look how Kevin Durant got hurt. You think these people out this bitch doing scrimmages, bro? They're not. The most that they doing is going to the gym, get shots up, watching game film, going over, shit like this. Like they ain't scrimmaging, bro. So game Shake, you gotta go back to game 1 when Shake them lost. Shea and them got to get back in rhythm. Like, they have to get back in rhythm. It's a real thing. So, like, yeah, I think the Spurs going to win game 1. I think the Spurs going to make it to the finals because of how OKC play. OKC plays in the mid-range, and, you know, they don't really have lethal shooters. What is Wemby, how they play defense? They send everything to win. So, I think OKC going to lose. I think it's gonna go game. I think it's gonna go 6 games. Now, I think it's gonna be Detroit. It's gonna be Detroit Knicks. And I think Detroit gonna pull that one out. Like regular season. I'll put it
Regular
like this.
season, Detroit was the best team.
Exactly. But it depends. This is what it depends on. If OG come back playing the same way, I give it to the Knicks.
He showed the X factor.
If OG
I go a whole different way.
If he come back from the injury and he playing 70% of what he was, they lose.
I go a different way on this right here. Whoever come out of the Cavs in Detroit, whoever it may be, to me, I don't think neither one of them match up offensively with the firepower. I think the New York Knicks do play a little bit better defense than people expect them, because they do play a little gritty. Josh Hart, they got a couple of people that can send at you and things, right? So like with Detroit, so with Detroit, they don't really have, like we said, nobody but K, but they got little players. But I think New York can be able to coverage them pretty good when they get the ball. But I think their firepower might be way too high for Detroit playing defense. They gonna play rough, but it's gonna be a lot of New York built for this. So I got New York 4-0 going to the finals.
I don't know, bro.
Asar Thompson, they gonna put him on Jalen Brunson, bro.
True.
Hey, I don't care what nobody says, bro. If don't nobody play hard every night and play defense, he do.
Yeah. Him and his brother, the only niggas in the NBA who fight on the pick.
Yeah, true.
Don't nobody else fight on the pick.
And I think he do that because he know he lacks the offense. Yeah. So if y'all think that Jalen Brunson about to go out here on Asar, I'm talking about Asar Thompson. I'm talking about Thompson only.
You talking about Asar?
If y'all think he about to go out there and drop 25 plus on him, I bet my money.
He got to get him in early five, bro. Got to get him in early five, bro.
That's the only way. Now if that happened, the Knicks got a chance. But I'm not discrediting Asar Thompson. I ain't discrediting his defense. He play real defense.
He need offense, bad.
Detroit play real defense. Isaiah Stewart, which even they got him shooting threes now. But them are some real tough defenders who you kind of need. You know, everybody ain't the glorious scorer, but dudes like him, man, you need him. You know, somebody get out of line, you need it. He'll get with that too. So,
and we talking about deep benches. If Jalen Duran keep playing his bullshit and giving his bullshit effort, that Paul Reed, he should get way more minutes, bro.
Paul Reed balling, boy.
He should get way more minutes, man.
Paul Reed been balling.
Dude come in the game hooping. And
he must got the green light. He gotta have the green light.
Cesar, don't they got the Cesar, the point guard that came in last night that was hooping. On Detroit.
Marcus Sasser.
Sasser. Bro, Detroit actually got some pieces, bro. Like, it ain't only K, it just centered around K.
LeVert. They got some
pieces.
Yeah, LeVert been a scorer. He's been a big time scorer throughout his career. He could score that ball.
A stat that I want everybody to pay attention to: when Duncan Robinson hit 3 threes, I think Detroit is like 19-1.
Yeah.
Cause he one of those Steph Curry type shooters.
Good numbers.
And stuff. Yeah, that's what's up.
That's some good number because last night game before it started, K like what 5-1 when he facing I guess we're facing elimination or something.
Well, can we
So
say that Cade is the best player on the floor? Just
Yes.
definitively, he the best player on the floor, right?
yeah.
Best player on the floor, yes.
Now with the on the Cavs side, Cavs does have the roster to do this, but they got those two players. Their two main players are not consistent. As in James Harden, we know about him and his old record in the
They
playoffs.
make me
You
mad.
know how he
Both of
frees
them.
up.
They make me mad.
And then with Spider was in Utah. He couldn't get it done in Utah. So, hey, they're coming up to these two dudes here.
I don't like how the Cavs play. Like,
I
if
don't
y'all look at their offense, when James Harden trying to create some run the pick and roll or whatever, why ain't nobody setting a downstream for Donovan to come up from out that corner? Because that's all he do. He go sit dead in the corner when James Harden got the ball running the pick and roll. Like, they offense is not fluent enough to stay with a Spurs or stay with an OKC.
No.
Like,
And they got
they got
what his
real
name?
defenders.
What's the big tall boy name? Power
Evan
forward?
Mobley. Evan Mobley.
He makes me mad. He makes me mad. He's good. He's very good. You know what I'm saying?
Evan Mobley good. Evan Mobley real
But-
good. But he needs some more development. He just needs some more development.
No, I think they need to use him more.
They got him shooting threes.
shoot.
He can shoot threes. He can shoot.
Wait,
He can shoot.
He did hit a big three to take that game to that overtime. Last game he did.
He
But
can shoot.
I don't want him shooting no three from the top of no damn key, man. If I'm
Yeah, but
Cavalier.
see, that's the issue that I was telling you guys. I had seen a video on IG, and it was a female breaking it down, and she was right though. Like the positionless basketball has hurt the NBA in a lot of ways. Because like you said, you got Mosley just stepping out there trying to shoot from the top of the key when he should be playing down low. There should be more of a fluid offense around. When you already got Donovan Mitchell and James Harden on your team, you don't need, as a 7-footer, you don't need to be stepping out there for real. You know what I mean? You need to be taking,
Because that's what made their team special. Because they had the two big men that could do other things. They ain't got to shoot the threes. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, but if you look at the NBA league, that's basically what the NBA circulated around, all 3-point shooters. Nobody wants you on their team now if you can't shoot threes. They had Andre Drummond on the 7-6 shooting threes. Andre Drummond ain't never shot threes.
He shoots on the corner, though.
It don't matter, but he never shot threes in his career. And when he was in his prime, he never shot threes in his career ever.
No.
Wait a minute. We talked about how JaVale McGee went over there and he a damn sharpshooter now. So shit, hey, we can't.
That's what we getting at. That's what we're getting at. They want everybody who can shoot threes. Hell, probably next year we'll see Jared Allen fucking shooting threes there. Shit.
Man, that's fucked up. Man, I don't like that though, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, the position is basketball. Like everybody, the thing is, they trying to make everybody a unicorn, and it's cool. Yeah, we got them, but everybody ain't a unicorn.
Everybody not dirt. Fuck that. Let's be honest. Everybody not dirt. That's the truth. Everybody trying to follow behind dirt footsteps. It ain't working.
And that's the issue. It's like, okay, you can shoot a three here and there, but that shouldn't be your primary go-to. Every team shouldn't be hosting up whatever, 43s a game or whatever craziness. Like, it's okay to go back to having your role on a team to where you ain't always got to be jacking up the 3-pointer. So I mean,
but we've been watching basketball 30 years now, so we old heads.
Yeah,
it's the evolution of the game.
Yeah, it is. But I think that just goes back to the point that Trey was making, that Cleveland don't have no fluid. There's not a fluid movement with their offense, and then they get to playing this street ball type of game that they're trying to win. They're trying to win the series with, and that's why I feel like that's not gonna work. You need a more fluid offense to go to the next round. And I think that's why Detroit gonna end up taking Game 7 and going into the next round. They got more of a fluid team, and they know what they want to do on the floor.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I really hate, because James Harden is an awesome player. He really is. But I really hate, ever since James Harden went to Houston Rockets, he had his own team. And he designed the offense the way he wanted it. And he had everybody just sit out of the 3-point line. He run the ISO ball. Don't you realize? don't you realize everything? That's what I'm saying. Don't you realize that harm his game a lot because majority of every team James Harden go when he touch the ball, everybody just get out of the way and let him actually try to play one-on-one ball. But that ain't good because you got Jerry Allen and Evan Mobley. You can sit down, pick and back pick all day long, and James Harden get to the mid range and shoot them floaters they use to shoot.
Like that.
But that ain't what's going on.
Teams do that. And you're right. It's James Harden does it. What else offense run like that? Luka them do it.
But this is the thing. This is the thing though. The way James Harden played it's different. You can put 5 to 10 different players on the floor and all have them ISO the ball. The difference is it's the way you ISO with the ball though. He do it in a way that it's not proactive to the team, man. It's detrimental to the team. I don't know. I can't explain it.
They dribble the air.
I can
They dribble the air.
I can explain it. The way James Harden ISO is ISO shooter 3.
Yeah.
To benefit the team is ISO great, trying to get somebody to help so I can kick you. You know what I'm saying?
Get it out the net.
Like that. Ain't nothing
That boy Harden said, get it out the net.
Let me take it somewhere. Let me take it somewhere though. Hold on, Trey. Let me take it somewhere. They said that this game 7, is a legacy game not only for James Harden but Donovan Mitchell, because he got these playoff collapses too. So what about him in game 7? Because it's only one ball. It ain't but one ball. So okay, you gonna as a coach, who I want to give the ball to, James Harden or Donovan Mitchell in game 7?
If I am the coach, I would want James Harden to start off hot.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you why. I would want James Harden to start off hot because we have seen Donovan Mitchell game 5. Game 5, he went 1 for 8.
39
that whole,
in the second half.
The first half. That second half he caught 5. I think he scored 12 or something up in the fourth. So we known for Donovan Mitchell to get hot. We ain't known for James Harden to get when James Harden out of the game, that nigga just out of the game. So
and also James Harden is the better facilitator. He's the better facilitator out of the game.
But he should be. You gotta understand. Look at all the players that he played with. Look at all the players that James Harden played with. And on the Rockets, that's what he did. He facilitated the ball. He had the ball 90% of the time. He should be a better facilitator than Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a flat-out scorer. That's what he is, a flat-out scorer. But I don't feel like James Harden is actually... James Harden had 1 double-double in this whole series against Detroit Pistons. 1. But in the regular season, when he got over there, he had countless double-double with Jerry Allen and Evan Mobley. And I just don't see that going on right now. Jerry Allen had a 40 and 20-point game in the regular season. I just don't see that going on right now.
Spider? That was James Harden without Spider, right? That was when Spider was hurt, right?
Listen. They got to figure it out, bro. Because like I said, bro, Donovan Mitchell been ready. Donovan Mitchell was ready on Utah. Donovan Mitchell just ain't had no team on Utah. Donovan Mitchell in the perfect situation right now. He got a great team, and he got Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench, putting up numbers still. Donovan Mitchell in the best situation he had ever been in the NBA right now. It's just, like I said, bro, James Harden supposed to work off Donovan Mitchell, and I thought it was going to be great for them because Donovan Mitchell was already ready, and by James Harden not being the first option this time in the playoff, and by him working off somebody else, that should have been great for them. But I just don't see James Harden getting Evan Mobley and Jerry Allen in the game like he was doing in the regular season. I'm not seeing that right now. I'm just not seeing it.
Shout out Jimmy W. He put the stats up for us. James Harden. Now let's say James Harden put this up in this game 7. This is 8 games, game 7 appearances. He got 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. 6 assists. Is that enough? So
no, it's not enough.
19 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists.
No, that's not enough. That's what I just said. In the regular season, when he got over there with them guys, he was averaging almost a double-double with them guys.
Hold on. We looking at
what them turnovers at too.
We looking at the wrong.
But what are turnovers?
Yeah, we got you right.
What them turnovers? Because he had a lot of those.
It's not even a turnover, bro. He's shooting 35%. 35% to score 19 points, my nigga. That's horrible.
For real.
Yeah, it is. But come on,
So
Trey, man.
you can't trust him though, man. You can't trust him.
But come on, Trey. Let's be honest now. If we going on that percent, we going off percentage. James Harden best year was at the free throw line. Let's be honest. Since they stopped James Harden from grabbing people,
True.
since they stopped James Harden from grabbing people, if we being realistic now, if James Harden for one game can go back to grabbing people and just throwing the ball up, I bet he had 30 points again. I bet he had 35.
Okay, we were talking about this on our other show, bruh. It's because these niggas are so good at basketball, it get to the point where, okay, you gonna show him another way where he can just get to the free throw line and get 40 points? Yeah, he gonna do that. But he still is good at regular basketball, but he can be so good at, you know what I'm saying, that other stuff to where it's unfair, you know? So they changed the rule on him, and now he looks totally different.
The man was averaging over 30 points a game, man, on the Houston Rockets, because at least 19 of the points came off straight free throws, man. If it's that easy for me to get to the free throw line, and which it was for him, and that's why I say he changed the game for new upcoming guys, because these guys get to the free throw line just like James Harden would. They really doing some of the stuff that James Harden was doing, and they getting away with it. But if they allow James Harden for one game with the game 7 to go back to old James Harden, I guarantee you Detroit lose, and I guarantee Kay Cunningham be in foul trouble before the second quarter.
But this is the exact question we had on the show when James Harden got sent to Cleveland, and I said they traded the young all-star for the next 10 years for James Harden, who got problems in the playoffs, which you pairing him with your superstar Donovan Mitchell, who got problems in the playoffs showing up. So, man, one of them got to show up, I guess. I guess that's what the Cavs banking on.
I don't like the way you worded that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the way you worded that, and that's only because, as I just stated, Donovan Mitchell been ready. Donovan Mitchell has been doing his thing.
Hey, my boy Jimmy W with the stats in the comments on your head. He said wasn't Donovan Mitchell a part of the Cavaliers last year? And they had the number 1 seed in the East and lost in the second round. That was Donovan Mitchell-led team right there.
Okay, but Evan Mobley wasn't as good as he was last year right now. Evan Mobley was scared to shoot 3 last year. Evan Mobley was scared to even take a shot last year. Evan Mobley had got way comfortable this year.
That still don't take away the fact that they was a number 1 team, Chuck. They was a number one team with his growth or without his growth. They still was the number 1 team. Led by Donovan Mitchell. Now, I agree with you. I like him. Donovan Mitchell, he been ready. You know what I'm saying? He do have collapse, but I think his collapse be due to the team surrounding him. Now, I think they gave away Darius Garland because of his health. Like,
yeah, I mean, and 2 small guards. They got 2. They don't want 2 small guards.
Yeah, so that's why I think they really gave him away.
But that's my problem with Donovan Mitchell is because he is a small guard. He'd be kind of like undersized when you put Donovan Mitchell against a Jaylen Brown, or you know what I'm saying, some of these guys who's 6'6", 6'7". He undersized when it compared to them, so he ended up shooting all these hero ball fadeaways, and you know, we saw him put Tobias Harris on his hip the other day.
Man,
I mean, you
good
know,
Lord, good Lord.
He ended up starting to go playing hero ball, as they say. You know what I mean? He's trying to like press too hard, and he'll start like shooting these crazy shots. It's like, if you hit that, yeah, that's a good shot, but damn, if you know, that's not even a high percentage shot.
Is that coaching? Because that goes back to the offense. Like, they play a freestyle brand of offense. It's literally ISO pick and roll.
ISO pick, yeah, but Evan Mobley got to get more into it with that pick and pop like KG used to do. How Rondo and KG will run a pick and pop,
I'm not even thinking of offense at that standpoint. What of a pick and roll with Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen? Evan Mobley don't gotta be, you know, doing that. I mean, he don't have to sit in no corner. You still got Matt Strus. You still got the Dean Wade. You have shooters. Get them niggas open instead of standing watching a pick and roll. Like, it still can be action going on the other side of the court.
Yeah,
Y'all,
yeah.
they got shooters.
I agree with that because I like the way you said it. I agree with that.
Offense, so that what made Golden State offense when they went on their run so prolific. Because you have Steph coming around curls and you got Clay coming off a down screen. So you got Draymond got options. He have 2 options.
Man, look,
off those options, you got somebody that's slipping the screen. So there's 3 options that people have with 2 shooters.
Cause Sean Livingston was for them guys. Sean Livingston was dynamic for his little time playing with Golden State. Because that mid-range game he took over, and you had Steph on one wing and Clay on the other wing, and you had a center like Draymond Green able to control the flow of the game, hold the ball, and pass the ball to the right person at the right time. That was very unique basketball. Let's just be honest. That was very unique basketball. But
that team right there, though, Chuck, those were 2 different teams. The Steph and Draymond, when they go to the bench and Sean Livingston them come in, that was a totally different style of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Not style, but you know what I'm saying. They were more focused on the mid range. Is what I'm saying. They were more because you didn't have anybody else shoot like that. So when Steph and that boy go sit down, Clay go sit down, they did adjust. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just okay. We just gonna all shoot threes.
They had like David Lee and all them, didn't they?
Yeah, and they exploited the mid range. They was a straight mid range team then.
But they were still setting picks. They were still setting picks in the mid range so they could pop to the elbow. A lot of guys were popping up. A lot of guys were popping up to the elbow. Man, listen, man. That's why Shea so deadly. Shea don't take far. Shea do not take far mid range shot. He popped to the elbow and pull up right there. He popped to the side elbow and pull up right there. He don't take deep mid range. He take the right mid range. And man,
hey, we appreciate you, Jimmy W. Shout out to you. Hey, subscribe. Catch us later.
That's what I want for Evan Mobley, bro. If you can get some pick and pop action with Evan Mobley, man, listen to me. Jared Allen gonna get the rebound if it come off. Evan Mobley got to be a big factor, man. He got to be a huge factor.
See, I don't want Evan Mobley to be that factor to be a scorer. You saying pick and pop? That's what's throwing me off. So like he can be that Draymond. Evan Mobley can be the Draymond. You set screens for other niggas to get open and you roll. Yeah, he can shoot, hit a 3 or 2. But let him get going to the back. Let him set screens and slip off that screen. Let him get those easy dunks and stuff.
Jared Allen is more efficient inside the paint than Evan Mobley is. Evan Mobley done turned the ball over numerous times down by the paint.
So hold on, Chuck. We were talking about the offense right now. So after this pick and roll with Donovan Mitchell, yeah, Jared Allen can roll to the rim, but what, you think he's just gonna stand there? Like this is basketball, bro. He's not just gonna stand there. So while they doing their pick and roll, it's more action with Evan Mobley setting the down screen on the shooter coming up top to the ball, and now he's slipping. Short corner, the mid-range, you want him to pop and stuff like. He don't have to shoot a 3. He can pop to the mid-range.
I just said he can pop to the mid-range numerous times. That's why I prefer you have on the weak side, you have Jared Allen.
Even off that, you still got a high-low. You got Evan Mobley that can throw that lob to a Jared Allen. It's so much you can do with the Cleveland team, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I just said I prefer Jared Allen to set the weak side or back screen for Max Screwed and all those guys over there. Because once he set that back screen, he can roll through on the weak side help. And Evan Mobley is over there helping with a screen with.
Chuck, you didn't explain it like that. If you explain it like that, I agree.
Well, my fault. I should have went that route. But yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. That's why I said run a pick and pop with Evan Mobley, and you got Jared Allen on the weak side, and he can set a down screen for Matt Scooter or Dennis Scooter coming off the bench, and he can roll on the weak side help from that elbow. Evan Mobley can throw a lob over the top. Jared Allen can catch that every time, or he can hit Max Scooter down there on the right side wing, or he can hit Dennis Scooter on the right side top, or James Harden come around on the left side with Jared Allen. Evan Mobley with the ball and go back door, or Spider can go back door. But those guys, they not running none of that. They running. Whoever get the ball, you watch a nigga go do something. Somebody finally pop up, and everybody else stand around. That's what's going on right now. Bullshit.
I don't know. Will took just above our pay grade, so I don't know. We might not know what we talking about.
Shit, we know what we talking about.
Draw them plays up for him, Chuck.
We know what we talking about. Cause with the talent they got, we know what we talking about. And we know what we seeing, and everybody done seen the evolution, the evolution of Evan Mobley from last year to this year. So they got the right talent. Cause Harnstein, OKC letting Harnstein pop up from the post to the elbow, set a pick. Shea gonna throw in the ball right there. Harnstein get either shoot on the left side or right side, or Shea come behind him and do a handout pass, and Shea go right down the middle. Evan Mobley should be doing the same shit. Yeah, cause Evan Mobley is way goddamn more athletic and more skill set than goddamn Harnstein. Evan Mobley should be doing the same shit. Cause Donovan Mitchell, the same way Shea rolling off.
Chuck, I hate to disagree with you, but I think you got your personnel mixed up.
You say Harnstein more skilled than Evan Mobley?
No, you have your personnel mixed up. If you talking about Hartenstein, you should be talking about Jared Allen. You can't compare Evan Mobley to a Hartenstein because they also have Chet out there too.
Jared
Allen ain't no Chet.
Jared Allen can't pass the ball like Harnstein, but Evan Mobley can.
Oh my God! Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like if you want Evan Mobley to do what Hartenstein do, that means you want Jared Allen to do what Chet do.
Nope. I just want Evan Mobley run from the weak side back to the pole, weak side back to the pole, and at one of those points, Jared Allen can catch the backside.
It's not the same team, Chuck. We talking about 4 shooters, 1 big. Like,
man, I'm telling you, bro. Bro? The plays they running, that shit ain't working, bro. They can draw some way better plays than that.
Kenny Atkins, they coach. You remember they fired the black man, what his name, Bickerstaff, and Bickerstaff coaching the Pistons right now, ain't it?
Yep.
So yeah, this is a revenge game for him. I mean, revenge series for him going to game 7. So we'll keep an eye on him, man. But we got a lot more of this to come. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the comments. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And join us next time right here on the TGC podcast. Until next time, peace.
Peace.